1980, 79 to 80, I bought my first computer. It was Radio Shack. To learn how to do it, I had to go to Temple Junior College, take a course in programming language and that. It was 4K. Remember what 4K is? 4,000. That was the maximum memory in that thing. But anyway, they were nice computers. Then from there on, it built up. That was Radio Shack Model 1. And then they went up to Model 2, Model 3, Model 4, and 4P came out. And then we went through different operating systems. Tandy went through Tandy, TRS, Tandy Radio Shack operating system. And then when I got a bulletin board going, and my bulletin board handled all of the stuff for Teacher in Space. The shuttle blew up. Everything from NASA came into my house here in Killeen. And then anybody who wanted to know anything about that had to get on my, they called them BBSs back then, on my computer to get the information about the shuttle. And that they had one teacher, female and male from each state. So they had 100 teachers on contract for 2 years, and that's how they did it, so. Anyway, I'll say all that was done on old computer technology. So that was there. In 1986 is when MIDI came out. And MIDI was based on what back here we had to study was ASCII. Anybody remember that? What ASCII is, well, first of all, we've gone over it here, you know, everything in the computer is zeros and ones. Right? So you've got everything in this whole world that you see or you do has to be downgraded to a 0 or a 1. So that's what ASCII is. ASCII, let's say, original ASCII is from 0 to 127. Okay? So each of those numbers is related to a binary code. So, and I don't have an ASCII chart here, but you can look it up on your cell phones and tablets and so on. So yeah. So if you don't remember the old typewriter that you type, okay, and you go like this, and you go this way, and it goes back, okay. Well, each of those is an ASCII code. In other words, a line feed is an ASCII code, okay, and a carriage return is last bit code. So years ago, that was a little bit of a problem because if you didn't have a carriage return, that line went on for 10 miles. Okay, so you'd have to know where to put in your line feed, and those are ASCII codes. That might be ASCII 1, ASCII 2. A is an ASCII code. Capital A is a different code. So when I say code, we're talking about numbers. 10 equals something, 11 equals something, 120 equals something, and so on. So ASCII code from 0 to 127 kind of became a standard for our engineers to use, and therefore our music engineers. So here what they did, they came out with an ASCII code for everything related to music. So C4, C5, C3, C2, so on. This is C, and we went over last week. A4 is 440 hertz. So you give that an ASCII code. Okay? So to make it sound like music, think tones would have a code, and loudness would have a code. So, okay. This would be halfway, loud, no tone. And then you would have a code also for stereo, right to left. Okay. So this would have a code, this would have a code. So this might be 0, this might be 27. This might be 0, this might be 127. Okay. So we're getting what they call control codes here, because you're controlling something or other. Got it so far? So let's take a mariachi group. That's what we were working with a lot when I did all my original work with this here. We have violin, 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 violin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trumpet 1, trumpet 2. Guitar, guitar, guitarón, and the vihuela. So that's a classic mariachi on stage. Okay? So anything they're going to play, let's say, in harmony, either 2 or 3 part harmony, okay? Which means they're going to play different notes, usually a third part or an octave apart. And then your trumpets here, okay? So if you're going to write a code for them, if you want to hear it through those speakers, when we're talking MIDI, you have to realize this is not analog. This is not a microphone and a speaker, right? This is a computer that's going to make the music. So if you want it to sound like this here, then this is right, this is left, okay? So trumpets would have to be what?
Dead center?
Trumpets would be here, right? So what is that? This is 0, this is 127. Trumpets would be something like 60. Okay, so you tell me 60. Okay. Guitars would be what? Something around here. And violins would be over here, from 0 through 60. So you would say this one at 60, this one at 50, 40, and so on. Okay? And then trumpets are what? Loud.
Yes.
So you would say trumpet volume, I want you at, let's say, 60. With violin, are soft. Despite the fact you've got them, in the real world, if you have 5 violins, it's going to be louder, right? But in the music world, the MIDI world, it might not be like that. So violin, you might have at 100, right? You want to get louder to compare with that. With the trumpets, so you soften the trumpets, increase the volume. Same with the guitar. Anyway, this is what MIDI is. You have to program everything there is. Anything that you do music-wise, you might have to program with a program, or can actually do it with very sophisticated coding. We're talking about timeline. Okay. Let's say this is let's say 0 to 60. Okay. So you have to divide your time up. So when you have your code, this here code here, all this code has to be in that little block. So if you want your trumpet to play and so on, because they're going to play another note here, right? On top of Old Smoky, each of these, and it's going to be this way. It'll be linear, like videotape, okay? Not like a CD. It's going to go this way, the way a timeline goes, the way the EKG went. So it gets very, very complicated. Then they came out with the more simple programs. The one I use and what you use. What one do you use?
I use Noteworthy.
Yeah, Noteworthy. And I use Finale. Finale is a fairly expensive one, relatively professional type program. We do lots of things. You can buy expensive ones, or you can buy them down. Actually, Finale Company will make cheaper ones to compete with Noteworthy. So the more you pay for it, obviously, the more it's going to do it, more than likely. So if you want to do near professional type music, you're looking at probably just two programs. Sibelius is one named after some musician, and Finale. Sibelius, I think, comes from England. Finale, I think, from the United States. So, anyway, any questions on that so far? Then, the next thing is now we get to our keyboards. And I forgot to bring my big keyboard. I just can't believe I forgot it. I can carry it everywhere. But anyway, this is a small keyboard. Now we get to a keyboard. Okay? Finale, you can also put the information in by playing. In other words, I had planned on, but I didn't bring it. Jack could play a song for us. And the computer will put everything into there. So then we can print out the sheet music. So that's one of the ways that I started using this. That you might have, music is different in Panama than it is Mexico than it is Germany. So the way a button accordion is played may be different. So the musician might know music, but he doesn't know how to teach it, or he doesn't know how to write it. The more educated they are in music, the more they can do it. But if they don't, you can take a professional musician from a certain instrument, an organ, an accordion, or whatever, and have them play it. The computer will put it into this program, and then you can print out the sheet music. I can give you a copy of it. As compared with trying to learn it, you might have to spend 5 years down in the valley here learning mariachi music, or 5 years in Panama trying to learn 10 songs or 100 songs. This way you can teach it the way we teach classical music and so on. So again, the keyboard that I use here every Friday morning when I teach a keyboard is called the Yamaha Easy 220. And the reason being that it's lightweight, works on batteries, put earphones on it, nobody can hear it but you. And it's got one of the best learning systems already built in by the Japanese. So it's got, you don't need an instructor. You can just go with the learning system, but they've got a couple major defects in it. One is that they're teaching you to sight read classical music without teaching you to sight read. The keyboard teaches you how to do muscle memory by following the right keys. So that's great. But the book is terrible. Okay, so anyway, you need to learn how to use a keyboard. So that's basically what I teach on Friday morning when I'm teaching. I'm teaching how to use MIDI music with that keyboard. So it's just like learning how to make movies on a computer, how to do editing of a photograph on a computer, or any of that stuff. It's got lots of buttons to push. It's a very powerful little computer, but you ain't gonna learn it all from the book. So anyway, so the classic sound that I use is number 72. That's the ASCII code for a clarinet. Okay. So if I want to play Beer Go Polka, get a clarinet sound out of that synthesizer, okay, then I have to tell it I want sound number 72, which is clarinet. Yeah.
Okay, can you explain to me what a synthesizer is?
I'm trying to.
I've heard it and heard it and heard it, and I really don't know.
Well, I'm trying to think how to explain it. If you take, you know what a tone, we talked about the Hammond tone generators, okay? That little wheel going around, okay? That was the first way it did it. You put a little thing here making like a whistle. Okay, the wheel go around, had little spikes in it, not spikes, little grooves, and that was a tone. Okay,
Okay,
so
yeah.
then our electricians, electrical engineers, found ways to do that electrically. Okay,
Electronically, yeah.
so when they push that button, like the doorbell, you push the button, a tone's going to come out, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're generating a tone, so you can call it a tone generator, which I have for my
Okay,
iPhone.
yeah.
Okay? Or you're synthesizing a sound. So that's what
Okay,
it means.
okay.
You're making a sound.
So you're constructing a sound.
Right. Yeah. So they call that, this is a synthesizer.
I knew they were, but I
And-
don't have a clue how to use
You
it.
can see what you can do with it.
Yeah.
In other words, last week we talked about
So
sine
that is a
wave.
synthesizer?
That is a synth.
That's a synthesizer.
We talked about the fundamental, and then we
Yeah.
talked about,
Yeah.
if I can get this right. And what are these? First harmonic, second harmonic, third harmonic. So anyway, what the synthesizer is going to have to do is make this, make this, make this, make all the way down to at least the seventh harmonic to give you the sound of a clarinet or the sound of a guitar.
So then electronic keyboards have synthesizers built into them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,